Hello and welcome to the show. We start this week's FailRace episode with Occupied Brain on GTA 5 driving the Scramjet. Now we have seen these high-tech flying vehicles be caught out by various bits of low-tech scenery, and this time I think it was a tree. Yes, tree beats flying car. Last time we had flying bike beaten by lamppost. In this case, flying car very, very stuck by a signpost. Scramjet, amazingly though, is able to reverse its way out. It finds some traction on the wall, can pull itself out backwards, although it's not exactly in much better a position down here. With a quick boost though, with a little bit of twisty, topply turny things, the Scramjet does eventually get out. Yeah, low tech beats high tech regularly in GTA 5. Stuntman is trying to deliver a tank to the bunker. Now, we've seen tanks do peculiar things from time to time with all of this. This time might be the best cannon of all, though, as he releases the tank. It gets some magic momentum. Tank ends up in the ocean. It counted for the game, but there's a soggy tank. Decent distance. You know, decent distance for the tank cannon. Well, like, you know what I mean. Tom Nars on Mafia 3 has just got out of a cutscene, has grabbed a vehicle, going to set off to drive to the next part of the game. However, there is peculiarness going on. Yes, all of the traffic seems to have forgotten how to car, just entirely. Nobody's moving anywhere. So the pedestrians are fine, but just random cars have given up. After a little while, grabs another vehicle, goes, has a look through, and it's still, very, very stuck. What was causing all the problems? Well, there was one rolled car, a very FailRace issue. Although I'm fairly sure this road is big enough for people to deal with one rolled car. You know, you could go round it, you could go over it if you wanted, but you could there is space. But no, we're just going to sit and not know what to do. Tony Sky up next on Red Faction Gorilla, with the vehicle having all sorts of trouble. We join it with the car upside down. He flips it over, goes to climb in it, but the rear wheels are having none of it. The rear wheels are just randomly freaking out and every so often decide that the car should be upside down. Again, another very FailRacey vehicle, not very helpful when you are actually trying to get somewhere. When you're actually trying to do something. Nope, we definitely want to be upside down. Who knows? But it really, really wants to be upside down. Killer Eagle up next on the Crew 2 with a monster truck. Now, this is good fun to play around, although at times physics goes a little bit strange. With this, doesn't quite get approached to the loop as expected. Clips its way through the side of kind of part of the road, and then we do many spins. It can score a lot of points. It's a lot of style points going on right there. It's a lovely. If it had been intended, it would be an awful lot of style points. It was a slight accident happened, but there we go. Macaroni on Armour 3 is heading towards a tank. Wants to climb into the vehicle, as you do naturally. Tank's always good. Vehicle decides he wants to be the other side of the town. Again, with the flying heavy armament. I don't know what it is with tanks. We've had a few now on Armour 3 of tanks just getting bored of being tanks and wanting to be helicopters. GTA 5 tanks want to go to the ocean. Tanks are dangerous to like the driver of them as well as everyone else. Welsh Toast on R Factor, taking Formula 1 cars around a circuit where they were probably not initially intended for. That's an awful lot of flips. I think one Caterham got rolled over by another car rolling around it. Something was barreling its way around. Basically, at the curb on this particular mod circuit, not working with the Formula 1 cars as everything goes over. I mean, that's most of the field. It's a very FailRacey scene once more. The leaders get through, the top 6 or so get through relatively well. The player car able to dodge most of the mayhem, but that's... A couple of cars actually get away with rolling and carrying on, which is quite remarkable. A few not quite so lucky. On to R Factor 2 now, with that one guy with hair racing the oval racing trucks. Things start going weird. First of all, everything lags upwards. Then they get the bounces, quite catastrophic bounces for one truck down here that can't quite keep hold of it. A vehicle behind ends up giving it a nudge, and then everything into the side. One truck catching fire as it bounces and tumbles and then rolls its way past the camera. The 22 does eventually get flicked up into the air as well. It's a dangerous thing when trucks start vibrating around one of the corners. Not the only place, though. They're always dangerous. Black and Red 81 on NASCAR 2003. Not sure if this is the player car or an AI car that loses control. Ends up going backwards across the the grass towards the pit lane where somebody was just having a pit stop, and it is the most perfectly timed escape I think we've ever seen. It is remarkable. It's on board with the car that is stopped in the pit stall. As it comes backwards, it's about to hit, just gets released. I don't think we've had a more well-timed near miss. This is like from, I guess, from inside the pit lane, if you like. Just as the car looks like it's about to hit, gets going. If you were half a second later releasing that, or slightly slower getting away, that would be a very big crash. Also, the mechanic gets very lucky. Gets very lucky in all of that. And finally, Suzuki Blue Fox on Far Cry 5 is heading. We've got to move a trailer to get to a cave, I guess, or to get to like a basement sort of thing. I don't know, I've not played Far Cry 5. Either way, has got the door down. We'll grab a truck to go and move the trailer out of the way. You know, makes sense. The other truck, I think, had a trailer, so it makes sense. Grab a new vehicle, get the trailer, drive it out so you can go into the cave. Problem is, as it connects, goes a little bit too far back. The garage then eats the trailer and gets them all stuck. I mean, I'm not quite sure how the garage has managed that one, but I am very sure that that is not an angle you want your truck at. Nope, that's definitely not an angle you want your truck at whatsoever. There's no... I mean, you've opened the... You can get into it, at least. You can get into the cave, the underground bit. So that's a plus. That, though, is going to be it for this episode. As ever, if you have clips you'd like to submit to this series, you can via our forums. There'll be a link in the description of this video. At the very top of the page is the FailRace clip submission section, and in there you can find all of the rules and how to submit them. But that is going to be it from me. Thank you all very much for watching, and until next time, a goodbye.